Meshach, and Abednego had this bold trust, and they were willing to stand up for what is right, even at the cost of death, then we can imply what was very precious to them.
If we want to influence culture and the world around us, it first starts with standing for truth. But we can't stand or obey for truth if we don't first know the truth. It starts with knowing God's words.
I think Daniel was a great example. He was always praying. He was always being with God and always saying, God, like, what do you have for me? Like, what can I be changing before I go and act for the kingdom? I think one of the most important things to remember is that it actually starts inside us. And before we do anything, before we share the gospel, before we actually act differently, we have to always be reminded of what's happening inside of us.
Daniel was already praying. Daniel already knew the truth of God's word. He wasn't doing it as a response to the conflict. He was doing it consistently, whether he was in a good season or a bad season, so that when the conflict did come, he was firmly grounded in truth. Daniel simply was a witness of God's goodness to whoever he was with. Whether it was Nebuchadnezzar or Darius or Belshazzar, it didn't matter who he was around. He was bold enough to display the goodness of God. And literally, nations are transformed. Campuses are transformed. Neighborhoods are transformed.
I told you you should get bullseye.
Yeah, you're a natural.
It's almost a bullseye.
I knew playing Minecraft would pay off.